What up? 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 What
So,
up? What up? What's good?
Yes, sir. Boy, they
what's
look,
up,
boy,
my
we about to
guys?
look official out here,
What's
boy.
up? What's
These
good?
Absolutely.
intros getting crazy. God,
Absolutely.
boy, I
Hey,
finally feel famous now. My
man.
goodness.
Hey, it's a long time
What's
coming,
up?
man.
We got the
Hey,
intro in
man.
here.
Hey,
Yes,
man,
baby.
How y'all
regular
feel about
season
that
coming to an
intro?
end. Hey, man,
Hey,
regular season coming to an end, and you come with the spice. I like it. I like it, boy. I like
oh
it. People
yeah.
need to kind of see
I'm
how
just
we
I
trying to
move
like
step
it.
around
our
the city,
game up.
man.
You
It's
know what I
crazy.
mean?
I
Yeah,
like it, man.
man.
That's fire. The intro is fire, brother. I love it.
Welcome back, Ferg, man. Happy New Year to you. I know we didn't get a chance to say it out loud or say it on live, but Happy New Year to you, my king. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support, man. That's out there, man. Yo, we haven't been together in like 2 weeks. I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all realize that because you've been
Yeah.
out with Jordan with basketball stuff.
Yeah, basketball dad. Yep.
P's been in
Eh,
Arizona.
yes.
Then I with
Yes.
me with my father's, with my pop stuff going on. So yeah, that's our first episode together in a while. So it's good to have the original three, the creators, the founders of this whole whistle movement.
Yeah,
Yes,
blow
sir.
it.
Shout out to them outside boys, to Jerome.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure. For
Shout
sure.
out, baby.
Shout out to
So
all the outside boys, man. The Golden Girls. Shout out to 90 Empire Charlotte, man. We don't give them enough shout out. Shout out to our home affiliate Slingshot, man. Shout out to those folk, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those people on the daily support of what we do. So we shout out to all those folks for real, for real.
yeah. I
Absolutely.
know y'all got into like some New Year's resolutions and all that other stuff. Just real quick, my New Year's resolution obviously for our podcast to continue to grow and get bigger and better for everybody's catering business and hustle business over there with the
Oh
jerseys,
yeah.
not even just the NFL jerseys, but the whole high school. I hope you touch a milli this year, both of y'all, with the
Absolutely, man.
jerseys. You be the damn official and the only distributor of high school jerseys in Mecklenburg County and all of that.
Man,
That's
And
what's up,
trying,
baby.
trying. Definitely for if they don't do nothing else, this women flag football, we definitely trying to put a market share on that piece, if nothing else. So I appreciate it, man. My business partner definitely appreciate it too. Me and him had a long conversation and a long talk today. So yeah, it's on the way. Definitely on the way.
yeah. My only resolution is besides the podcast and you guys to touch a milli is one for the Niners to win the Super Bowl.
Oh man,
And
yes.
I gotta
I
lose
love it.
20 pounds, bro. I
Oh
got
man. Nothing like getting the New Year resolution out of the way in February. That'll feel, oh my God, that'll take skin off the back right there.
I gotta lose 20 pounds, man. Damn.
Oh man.
So if y'all see me at the tailgates, y'all don't see me eating and stuff. That's why I'm trying to lose. I'm trying to lose. Yo, real
Man,
quick.
listen. First of
Go
all, the
ahead.
way you eat, I can't imagine that you gain a lot of weight because every time I see you eat on the run. You eat with two fingers. You never have a plate. You're
Right.
grabbing and going by and eating like you're a two-finger bandit, brother.
That's
Two-finger
probably the
bandit.
problem because I'm eating on the run. So it's all the bad shit. The good shit
Oh
you gotta use
yeah.
the fork for. The
Oh yeah.
bad stuff, the wings, the French fries, and all that, the stuff you use with the damn hand.
Yeah.
So,
You.
Yeah,
Hey, you
two-finger
love
bandit.
some damn fries and wings, man. I done figured that out by now.
yo, quick story, and then we'll get into it. Quick story from the tailgate. Let me just tell you, Shanor, how much love we got out there in these streets.
Talk
Oh
to me.
man.
Talk to me.
Your boy P over here. We at the tailgate. Bro, shout out to Corey, shout out to 540, shout out to the Delaware Empire, everybody who put that on. Y'all, no disrespect to nobody out there. I'm not flaunting or bragging or nothing out there, but when we pull up, we pull up. We get
Exactly.
love.
Exactly.
Why is my man P? It's like a line of 60 people waiting to get a fucking hamburger. Why is P online, Shanad? My
Huh?
man, P online,
I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I'm being
bro.
patient.
I walked right up to the front.
Right to the front. I'm like, dude, you asking for it, man.
But
He
that's what's
like you.
up.
You don't know who I am?
No, we
Watch
get
this.
though. They like, yo, you ain't gotta wait. Corey, like, come on, get what you want, get what you need, and get up out of here. Your man waiting in line. I'm like, you embarrassed. I felt it as disrespect that he was waiting in line, like like I was embarrassed type of shit, you know?
Wow.
Like, yo,
Oh, you want him act? Oh, you want him act Hasididi like you? Okay, I get it.
Right,
yeah,
right.
you know me. I'm VIP. I ain't waiting in no lines. I'll pay for the extra service, all of that.
Always, you've always been that way. Absolutely.
I gotta get him. We gotta get him on board. Gotta get him on board.
Hey, I'm with it, but I just don't want no smoke at certain times, man, because
Ain't no smoke.
I'm not
Ain't
gonna know
no
how to
smoke.
act if the smoke comes. So I'm trying to avoid that.
They love us in these streets, P.
First of all, you're a true
One last story.
charlatan now.
Yo, one last story. We leaving the game now, Shenard.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is whistles.
Whistles
everywhere?
Everywhere, man. Everywhere. And you telling me the whistles and the game changer. Hey, them whistles is official, baby.
Are they authentic though? Did they get their whistles from the Whistle Game podcast? Like, are they official whistles? Because if I see somebody with a black whistle or a gold whistle, I'm gonna keep going. They can't get my attention.
All of them was red, man. That was official. That was official.
These whistles was official.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and it's crazy.
Man. Y'all went up there with a bag.
It's crazy because when we hit the tailgate, bro, like we can't even get in to get situated. They coming up, hey, you bring whistles? Can I get whistles? Can I get whistles? Can I get whistles? I'm like, God. Hey, it's the world. We worldwide, baby.
What I told you, more merch in 2024. More merch. I told you that. That's one of the goals. More merch. So we got to get if anybody know a whistle distributor out there, get with us. We want to do some real fancy for the next set of whistles that come out, especially for the Super Bowl run. So definitely more merch in 2024. All right, Brad, let's get into it. What we got, baby?
Yo, hold on. I got one more, man. Hold on.
One more? Oh, y'all just had a ball without me.
One more.
Y'all had a ball without me.
This just popped up. This just popped up. Hold on.
Hey man, we like celebrities now when we're going out, man. I'm loving it. The old lady didn't know how to take it, man. She was like, "What is this? Who is this guy?" I'm like, "It's P."
Hey, she don't know she's married to a celebrity.
She must know that she gonna find out.
Get her.
Don't you get put out?
Yo, the other drought kind of story ain't gonna work, but yeah, we had them whistles going. What up, Ronte? Happy birthday, man!
Happy birthday, Ronte,
bro. Hey, this for you, baby, right here. Look.
I ain't got nothing right now.
Happy birthday, brother.
So let's jump right into it, man.
Let's do it.
Big game. Every game to me is a big game.
Okay.
Coming up Sunday against the Rams, 3.5-point favorites. Division locked up, 1 seed locked up.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that their position could change a little bit, but everything locked up. And we're resting some players. Before we get into that, let's watch this.
Well, from a I can speak from the quarterback spot. I don't like sitting out. It's not taking a week off. It's just I'd rather warm up, play a quarter, even a half, and be done. Like that's the way to kind of stay with it.
Mm-hmm. I
don't feel like there's any, now you're going to get the next week off, so you're not going to play for 3 weeks. 21 days. That's just from a quarterback spot. That's a hard restart. It takes a minute. I always said it takes every game you miss, it takes a half to kind of get fully back up to speed. And so, for me, I would want to go and, kind of dress up, ready to go through routine, be under fire, don't want to embarrass yourself, go out there to, all that pressure that you get used to. You think football, the biggest mistake that people can make in football, and that's why you learn as a little kid, is to go out there and just, throw your jock on the floor. Like, you get yourself punched in the face.
So with what Steve Young, our great Hall of Fame quarterback, is saying, how do y'all feel about that? I'll let you go first, P. But I know how I'm feeling. But what do you feel about Brock Purdy and mainly Brock Purdy sitting out this week. But the whole team,
Yeah.
though, in general, but mainly
Well,
Brock.
I'm probably like everybody else. It's a good and a bad. However, the rest is always needed, but too much rest, like Young said, can be a problem. That's a hard restart after being off the field for that many weeks. But do we play them and risk injury, risk anything happening, a fluke play, anything can happen. With a game that's not needed, it don't hurt us, it don't help us. So that's a long time to be sitting out. I say get them in some preseason reps, just like you were doing preseason. Get them out there maybe a quarter, a couple snaps, and put them back on the side. Just to keep the feel of it. But that's my take on the Brock situation.
Yeah, I've never played quarterback at this level. I've never played in the NFL. I understand these are the best of the best in the world. As you say, P, anything can happen. Steve Young is a Hall of Fame. He's played the position. He knows how
Right.
long you take time off, what it's like to get back in the routine. What I will say, because I'm looking at some of the comments that we're getting in the chat, and I will say that we haven't been really, really sharp. We weren't sharp in the red zone last week. I think
Right.
it'd be great for Brock to go out and take him some snaps and kind of start to feel some things out. And another thing, I'm looking at the idea, not just Brock, but I know Debo is searching for some incentives, right? He's trying to be 1,000-yard receiver as well. I don't want to see
Right.
Sam throwing hospital balls to my star receiver and think he's going to be okay to play 2 weeks from now to play in our first round or the second round of the playoffs. I like the idea of Brock going to play, maybe a half of football. I think C. Young is absolutely right in the idea that going out, going through the routine, going through the dress rehearsal, getting up under some fire, knowing it's
Right.
like to prepare for the week. I like that idea. And then the last part is listening to Shanahan's interview is we're injured, we're beat up a little bit, right? So we're still gonna have, even though Brock may not play, he still may have to dress, right, and be the
Right.
third quarterback. So he won't be in t-shirts and a 49er hoodie and a fitty hat turned on backwards. He's still gonna be dressed out. Same thing maybe for the Silverback Gorilla. He may be dressed out. So I don't like the idea. Everybody knows from the last 3 weeks of shows, this is the game this game has changed a little bit from what I thought initially, but this is a game that I've been fearing all year long, or at least the back half of the season, because I knew the Rams would be playing for a playoff spot, but they're in right now due to some other people losing. But and Aaron Donald's not playing, but I still thought this is a game that that they needed, and it was going to be a tough game for us. Just so happened now it's like going to be a preseason game because everybody's resting some guys because there's a potential that we may see them in the second round of the playoffs. So I feel that way. I would love to see Brock play. I would love to see Brock play with Debo to help him get to 1,000 yards, and then maybe sit him at half if we got a commanding lead at that time.
Right.
Only one I would really rest is I fear I'm more in favor of resting Christian than I am Brock.
Yeah, well, Christian is resting somewhat too because of an injury down. They're not making a big deal of it because we have the bye and this game doesn't mean much, but he actually strained his calf. So they ruled him out like immediately.
Yeah, but that comes not so much as the calf, because if he had to play this week, he'll be playing. The calf is not that much of an effect, but it's an opportunity for him to get the rest. Again,
yeah, but that's my point.
Because of the position,
that's true though.
Because of the position, I think Christian has to be way more durable than Brock has to be at his position because he's taking hits from everybody. So resting Christian has definitely a different effect than resting Brock. So
yeah, so I'm totally against resting the dudes. I think it needs to be treated damn near like a preseason game, at least a quarter, 2 drive. They go down and score a touchdown on the drive, then we can start resting. For sure, want to sit out CMC. I'm even cool with Trent sitting out, but Brock and everybody else need to suit up, need to play, get in there, get dirty, and go. I think also too, it's a mentality thing as well. Just like you said, if as of right now, they would play the Lions, and if they was to upset the Lions, they would come to the Bay in the second round. And what we want to have, even though we've beaten them a lot of times, is that psychological. So if we just beat them up 2 weeks ago, because we played, that gives us another leg up. Now, between these two teams, there's no scheming. There's none of that. We both know what each other's going to do. It's just a matter about going out there, executing and performing. There's no out scheming because we see each other twice a year, then the playoffs sometimes, and blah, 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 blah. The coaches know each other like the back of their hands. So there's no scheming and stuff like that for this game or for the playoff game. But I do think they need to play. Brock needs to play. I'm not worried about any fluke injuries or anything like that. We need to play. We need to get out there, win the damn game, end the season on a high note, and then go rest up. Don't go to Mexico like the Giants or whatever, like Odell and them on the damn boat in Miami. None of that. Just go chill out at the crib. Do your little podcast, the Warner podcast, and go make a baby or something. Have some chick come over, whatever they're gonna do. Just relax.
Hey man, Deshaun still fighting them charges. We not recommending none of that. Deshaun still fighting them charges out there, baby.
No, we not. No massage therapist. No massage. But the point at the end of the day, we need to be ready to go for the division round game.
Absolutely,
just need to be ready to go. And healthy. So I do think the bye week and this week, even though like Ray practice window opened up, like something like that, I would I would probably still continue to sit out. I would probably still sit Jawan. But all of these dudes are gonna get healthy. Like we need all of those dudes back. We need to get Jair Brown back healthy. Everybody for this playoff run, and let's go, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, the Jair Brown knee situation didn't sound too promising. I'm hoping that it's just a hyperextension, something he can get in this 3 weeks that we're going to get rest in. But a knee scares me always when you're talking about premier position players that have to change directions, a lot of acceleration, a lot of stop and start. A knee just one of those, things it's a little different than the ankle. The knee is just one of those complex, injuries that you have to really, really take in stride. It's going to be a little bit of pain endurance as well if it's a knee. So, yeah.
So, Ronte, Danny Gray practice window was opened up 2 weeks ago, last week, whatever. So this is the second week. He's not hurt or nothing. They just kept his ass on IR because he was drafted specifically for who? Your boy, my boy, everybody's favorite quarterback.
No.
Danny Gray is only good for the goal line. All he runs is a 99. The good thing about him, or what he should be, is they should have activated him to be our punt returner and kick returner over Ronnie Bell and then using Debo. That's what he did in college. Use the speed, let Gray go. But I wouldn't. Other than that, he doesn't need to touch the field except for special teams. But he's healthy though. He's not hurt. He's healthy. They open up the practice window. We'll see if he's activated for this week.
One of our podcasts, especially in the summer, we're definitely going to look at how wasteful that draft of Danny Gray and Trey and that whole draft was. We're going to figure out how wasteful that was. I'm sure we lost 20, 30 million in that draft alone in just garbage time people. So hopefully that'll be a summertime cookout conversation. Hopefully
that was a pretty bad move, baby.
Hopefully we'll be holding our 6 ring and playing spades and talking about all the dumb decisions Ferb and his crew, that all these guys he allowed to come over there.
Trey Lance, what up, baby? Shout out to Trey Lance. So with Trey Lance being said, the Pro Bowl rosters were announced yesterday, and we had 9 of them. Of course, Brock Purdy led all the NFL players in votes. So he's the starting quarterback. CMC, the running back. Kyle Juszczyk. This is 8th straight Pro Bowl, bro.
Wow.
As the fullback.
That's amazing.
Yep. George Kittle. Obviously, Big Trent up in there. On the defensive side, Bosa, Hargrave, Big Fred Warner, the best middle linebacker in football. Travarius Ward, All-Pro Ward.
AP Ward.
And that's it. You know what's crazy, too? Real quick, a little bit off subject, but Jalen Johnson, the cornerback from the Bears, made the Pro Bowl. If y'all remember, he was the dude we was trying to get before the draft. I mean, before the trade deadline to come over. He's a free agent as well. I think it's somebody, if we have some money, should go get the pair with Ward. He's going to demand obviously big money, so I doubt we can get him. But it would have been dope if we ended up getting him. And can you imagine him on the other side right now? 2 Pro Bowl corners on each side. Ooh, that'd have been ugly.
Hey, fellas. I did a little bit of research today. I got to shout out Bosa, man. I know I've been hard on him all season, but the cat is double digits 3 years in a row. So he's low key been doing this thing. So shout out to my man Bosa, man. You know, keep doing your thing, Bosa.
Need to be leading the league in sacks. You talking about double digits?
Double digits 3 years in a row, man. On the low, like I ain't been seeing him really do nothing, but low key he been doing his thing though.
That's a problem, and we're gonna get into that in a different episode. But if you take a guy like T.J. Watt or something,
17 sacks,
right?
Over a game, and we haven't seen that from Bosa this year.
But he also sharing
he has
a lot
sacks,
of.
But we need him to take over a game,
right?
Like it's 3rd and 10, or it's 3rd and 4, and we're only up 3 points, and they on our 40 or something like that. T.J. Watt gonna get a sack or disrupt the play. Bosa's almost getting there, almost. But back to the Pro Bowls though. Any snubs? Any Pro Bowl snubs? Why wasn't Ayuk on there? I think immediately you put Ayuk on the team and take off Puka Nakuka or Nuka.
Absolutely.
Puka, whatever his name is. My bad. No disrespect. But I mean the wide receivers. The wide receivers are, my bad, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Puka Nakuka. I'm not even sure Mike Evans deserves it over B.A. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know Brandon's my guy, man. He back-to-back 1,000 yards passing and yards. He deserved it. I mean, what can you say? I'm disappointed he didn't make it, but that's the way the league is. So go ahead, Nart.
Yeah, so this is a mood point, I'm hoping, because I hope we're preparing for the Super Bowl at this time and none of this is going to really matter. That's my prayer, that none of our 9 or none of our 12 alternates are used for the for the Pro Bowl, because we're preparing for the Super Bowl. Snub, I see him as 5'6" and where we were. I think will be even a harder play had Jet not got hurt this year, because Jet was on fire before Jet ended up getting hurt this season. For the NFC far as receivers, Puka put that team LA on his back before Cooper Kupp was able to return. I can see some of the things, but there's other receivers that, from a fan vote standpoint, people want to still crown DK as one of the elite receivers in the NFC. He didn't make the All-Star or the Pro Bowl. So I wouldn't say snub. I think Brandon's days are coming. I don't think people give Brandon also his credit for what he does in the blocking scheme. They're looking at just receiving numbers only and not his ability to be versatile in the run game. Being versatile when we start off early on, we give him the ball on reverses and misdirection plays. I don't think people understand his versatility. And if he was in a wide open offense where like Mike Evans, where he can run vertical routes all day, I think you will see a different version of Brandon as well. So snub, not so much, but again, we got 9 awarded to the Pro Bowl team, and then we have 12 alternates also designated for the All-Star team. So they're making 21 guys that are selected for the Pro Bowl. So I'm super confident that we have the team. I think it's the first time it's in a bunch of years since that many guys have been selected for one team to the Pro Bowl. So
finish the job. Job not done. Finish the job. So along with all the Pro Bowl players, the NFL polled 1,700 players and asked them to rank the best D coordinators. Number 1 be shocked at because their defense is actually not that good is Aaron Glenn, shockingly. But number 2 is our man Steve Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes, baby.
Charlotte boy.
Yep. Number 3, Dan Quinn. Number 4, Brian Flores. Number 5, Raheem Morris. What y'all feel about that? I know all of us, people in the chat, how y'all feel about Steve Wilkes now? I know at the beginning of the season, we was all ready to shoot him up, bang, bang, the whole 9, get him out.
I think
How we feeling now?
that mid-season move from the booth to the field, man, hey, saved this job, man, really. Saved his how people view him. I mean, you got to be there on the field. You got to get in those guys' chests. They're not feeling you from the booth. So I'm glad whoever talked to him and made that move for him to come down on the field, they did that. So
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I think it's a hero story, right? So the way it was written, it's for him to get that type of credibility. I mean, I think people are still going to try to, make him a potential candidate for a lot of jobs that may come open come Monday morning, right? Black Monday is coming. His name is going to surface a lot for a lot of the jobs around here. We say all of us agree that he's been hosing the last 2 head jobs that he got, which is the interim head coach in Carolina, also the 1-year job he got in Arizona. So a lot of people would say he was hosed for a lot of those positions, and I think the guys that are on defense will advocate for him. The last piece I would probably say about that is, again, I always say he's a man of men, and I think that's hard to do in this day and age. So my applause go to Coach Wilkes and what he's done for our team and our culture there. So, but if you also, last thing, if you put the numbers between him and D'Amico, they're almost identical for their first years of running. I mean, all down to the sacks, turnovers, the whole tackle for loss. Their defense are almost identical. So the ball wasn't dropped, or the level of talent wasn't dropped between defensive coordinators. You put D'Amico's year and Steve Wilkes' year side by side statistically. Yep.
So what's crazy is somebody said in the chat, Steve, shout out to Steve in the chat, Steve Wilkes' second half adjustments have been crazy. I'm not sure if y'all have seen, but like our fourth quarter points per game is like, if I'm not mistaken, 0.3. I don't think it's a point scoring in the fourth quarter. Or it might be 3 points, but I think it's 0.3. It is 3. Okay. Yeah, so just crazy second half adjustments. The other thing too about the whole move to the sidelines, with him having that secondary background, it has definitely helped the secondary. You could almost kind of say we have the best secondary in football, statistic wise. We lead in interceptions in the NFL. Mooney leads the league in pass breakups. The secondary has played really, 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 really good.
The secondary almost is the head, man, the head of the body right now. I mean, our front four, they missing tackles. Our secondary, they tackling all over the field. So listen, our secondary is really on point right now.
Listen,
and he made the adjustments too, because you remember we signed Isaiah Oliver, so you would assume he would get the role. He starts getting beat. We go to Ambry. Ambry messes up, so he goes back, and then Oliver messes up, so we go back to Ambry and gets it right. Now you got Ambry on the outside, you got Lenore on the inside, and Mooney on the other outside. I mean, they're playing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our secondary is designed to kind of fix all the breaks, right? We don't make the adjustments a lot up front. It's like, hey, get home. We got to get home. We got to get home. We may have a rotation that's going in the front. Fred and Big Play Dre missing tackles are trying to adjust and get the front set, but we're making all our adjustments with the secondary, right? The last part is, losing Ward in trade or free agency last year, and we not knowing who was going to be that one that fills that nickel position. Yes, we went all the place trying to figure out and find out who the nickel was. Even the thoughts of Walmack being available, just we've talked about every scenario and being able to fill this position. And again, he's had opportunities to not only having a Pro Bowl safety go down in Hufanga, but being able to recreate, Gibson coming back, giving us another year, bringing in Logan Ryan's later on in the season, another vet, and getting him acclimated to be ready to play last week. That's a hell of a job. That's what you want from your defensive coordinator, knowing what other talent is out there, knowing what guys are plug-and-play guys, and that's why I applaud Steve Wilkes for the job that he has done, because he's been able to find guys that fit his system, guys that he knows from other operations and other ball clubs being there, and bringing them into a fold and making them feel at home and be able to be comfortable in the current arrangement. So, yeah, I applaud Steve Wilkes and the job he's done.
Absolutely.
Nice. So let's move it right along. Let's talk playoffs a little bit. Obviously, we'll probably dedicate a whole show.
Oh God,
to the playoffs. So obviously we're locked in at the number one and got the bye. We play the Rams. The Rams right now are the 6th seed, and if the season ended today, they would be at the Lions week 3. It'll be Eagles at the 5 seed, Eagles at the Bucks. That's if the Bucks beat the Panthers, which if they don't beat the Panthers, they got bigger problems than.
I'm cheering for the Panthers this weekend. I don't know about nobody else. I'm a Panther fan this weekend.
We already talked about that.
I'm a Panther fan this weekend.
Oh yeah. I'm
a Panther fan this weekend.
Hey, please, Panthers beat the Bucks, man. Please.
For everybody watching, we play the winner of the NFC South next year.
Absolutely. You know what that's gonna look like, man.
Yeah, so what's the game? Our hold down the Empire of Charlotte will be in whichever city, but we prefer the destinations of Atlanta or New Orleans, right?
Absolutely.
Personal agendas.
No disrespect, Tampa, not Empire. We coming.
Nah. We coming either way, but we would love to hit New Orleans, baby. Can you imagine that, fellas? Can you imagine it?
Yeah,
I told you it's gonna be cocaine and beignet dust everywhere.
Yeah, see, that's why I gotta lose my 20 real quick. But so right now the 7th seed is the Packers. Long as they win, they're in. If they beat the Bears, they will play the Cowboys. Cowboys should manhandle the Redskins on the road. With that being said, I mean, we're gonna get into this, I guess, maybe in more detail. But is there any matchup out there in the first round you're looking forward to? Is it anybody of the Rams or the Packers, if they was the upset, that you would be like, oh wow, they coming to the Bay?
Man, I'm gonna say this before we even get there. I'm gonna keep a close eye on the Bears and Packers game. I'm not sold that game is said and done. I'm not sold that the Packers want to be in the in the playoffs that bad. I'm gonna keep a close eye on that game on Sunday. I think they play on Sunday. I'll be keeping a close eye on that game. I think that game may trip and flip who makes the playoffs. So before we get into playoff and who plays wild card weekend. I'll be paying close attention. Like I said, I'll be rooting for the Panthers for my own personal reasons in that game. But after that, I think the Bears and Packers game will be one that I'll be, definitely dialed into. The last 5 weeks, the Bears been playing really, really well. They would like nothing more than to be a thorn in the Packers side for all the years of Aaron Rodgers saying that they can't beat him. They would love to,
to ruin that for them. Oh yeah,
they would love to do it. So I'll be keeping a close eye on the Bears Packers game this weekend. Absolutely.
So if the Bears do what you thinking they can do and beat the Packers, and Seattle wins, Seattle's in. That'll give us 3 teams from the NFC West in the playoffs. Us obviously, Rams and Seattle.
Here's the other part. I don't think that the Seahawks can beat Kyler Murray this weekend either, though. I don't think they can help themselves to beat Kyler Murray. That's going to be the other issue in this weekend's game. I don't think they understand what it's like to chase Mighty Mouse around for 4 quarters.
That would be crazy. Well, if those teams both lose, then New Orleans will get in. If Tampa wins, so it'll be a Tampa in New Orleans. So, I mean, it's still a lot to shake out.
There's a lot of football left. Oh yeah,
there's a lot of football left. You got some Saturday night games, that's all AFC stuff. We focus on the NFC, but we'll have a playoff show.
But hold on. Let's not lead this conversation, because I mean, I think there are some things that'll be there. Are there any first round? Are there any lower seeds that can, or any higher seeds that can get upset? You know, if you're going to have one of the teams that's representing the NFC South, who do you see going in and being able to disrupt them? Will somebody be able to dethrone the Detroit Lions? Because some people are sleeping on the Detroit Lions, right?
Right.
Do you see any first round potential mix-ups with whoever, you know, Philly or Dallas, if that thing seems to go around this weekend, that who's in that 2 seed, who's in that 5 seed? Do you see any potential upsets? And I'll go with you first, Brad. Do you see any first round potential headaches for anybody that may not be good matchups through history?
I'm hoping that somehow, some way, the Rams get to the 7th seed. I do not remember how it happens, but it can happen.
Yeah, with them losing to us.
If they get there, who they gonna face? Right
Dallas.
now,
I think
they play Dallas. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think they go in there and they could beat Dallas. I would even put money on that. The Rams at Dallas to get a dub. So
I agree, Ron.
That's what I'm looking for. I think the Rams might win whoever they play week 1 or whatever in the wild card round. If they gotta go to Detroit, or if they gotta go to Dallas, I think they win, and then they come to us week 2 divisional round, no matter what. Obviously, the Eagles.
Like Nard been saying though, the Rams been that sleeper team too. So I mean, like, this luckily that we locked in on the number 1 seed. They could have been, this game could have been a problem right now. We would have had to play everybody had, we was able to not lock in that one spot, that 1 seed. So the Rams and Detroit, really, they're gonna make some noise in these final couple games going into the playoffs.
I have no fear in Detroit. Zero.
No.
You have no fear of what?
In Detroit.
None of these NFC teams.
You said playing us or beating anybody else?
Beating us or playing us.
That ain't nothing. I ain't gonna sleep on them. Listen.
Yeah, you can't, man.
2 teams.
I
would rather play Dallas again or Philly again than to have a team has nothing to lose in Detroit or the Rams. You can give me anybody else in this mix of 7.
Nah, give me Detroit. What? I don't. Bro, I be feeling like Stephen A. Smith. I couldn't deal with if the Cowgirls came into the Bay and won to end our season. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I would do, bro. But the Detroit, like when we go back to the poll of the top defensive coordinators from the players' perspective now, and they had Aaron Glenn ranked number 1, maybe because he's a former player, whatever. But their defense is ass. Like literally ass. Like I have no fear. We put up a 40 ball probably on them, especially if we went to them on the dome. Can you imagine BA and them on turf in the dome? Would be like the greatest show on turf. They have 1 pass rusher. They don't even have 2. Like their defense is not worried, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at is on the other side.
All they do is throw the ball to the tight end who happens to he did get all pro, Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Fred isolate that. Done. Like I'm not concerned about them at all.
Hold on. That's okay. We may put up points, but we haven't been great getting off the field, right? 1, we haven't been great tackling these last 4 weeks either. And that's the thing. If you seeing them actually spread the ball and seeing this Kyle Williams kid run this football, I mean the 2-head running back. No, the 2-head kids in Detroit, they have a 2-head monster that they're running this football. And again, if it's close on, they may not be as successful as Philly is with the tush push or the brotherly hand on ass, but here is the whatever that is. But their ability to go for it on 3rd and short, 4th and short is unmatched. They have a fearless coach, almost like Riverboat Ron back in the day. They're not afraid
to
do it.
That's scary. That's scary to have somebody like that. Yeah.
Those are things from a coaching standpoint that you can't coach outside of the unexpected. And those are things that why I give Detroit the respect that I will. Because everybody else will overlook them, and those are the ones that pop your buns.
I'm overlooking.
Okay.
I'm overlooking. But let's move right along. We still got a game of hours to play before we even get to all of that.
Okay.
What can we say about this weekend's game? Like, what's the expectations? You got Sam Darnold versus whatever boy from North Dakota State. Like what? You got no Aaron Donald. You got no, not officially yet, but probably no Trent. No, I mean, what are we expecting from on Sunday? From us, from them, the game. What are we looking forward to? Is this like a glorified preseason game to end the season? Like, what are we looking forward to?
This if you know anything about the NFL, those guys are playing, they're playing for incentives right now. These are check games. Guys are still trying to hit them last little bit of incentives. Debo is 130 yards away from having 1,000. I'm sure he has an incentive on his being a 1K receiver. I see we trying to force feed him, and it's gonna be hard to get him because he's normally not known to be
Debo
a
will be
downfield
playing.
guy.
Check.
I don't know if we throw him 15 screens or whatever we do, but I can see, and again, he's playing with potentially Sam Darnold at the helm the whole entire game. That's a question for me. But these are incentive games. Some people have some checks that they want to get, these game checks. I know we want to get out of this game injury free. However, we got guys that are playing for things. You know what I mean? The NFL is not guaranteed for everybody. Everybody in the NFL is not a $10 million, $5 million guy every check. Some of these guys are still playing 400,000, on checks and whatever. So again, I give it more respect than what's going to need because some of our other guys going to have to show up. I think it's going to be a great debut game for Elijah Mitchell. Right?
Let's go, Elijah.
I think it's going to be an opportunity for him to show the world. I mean, this may be an opportunity for him to show the same thing. The reason
what Mason got.
Yeah, the reason why Pollard is getting paid right now is because he showed that he can run the ball on third down when Zeke was coming out of the game. The reason why Mostert got a chance because he showed when it was his turn that he can do what he needed to do. Even when we had Breida had an opportunity to show that he can run the ball. This is the opportunity for the two other backs to display and showcase themselves this week. And lastly is, our defensive line still has not shown up yet. And I know we're going to be super vanilla on defense, but we have not showed up yet with this high paid defensive line. At some point, somebody gotta want to pad their stats.
Right.
That's what I hope. I hope somebody's saying, I can get 3 sacks this game because they're not starting this guy. I'm playing with this guy, and they have a backup quarterback who hasn't seen a lot of reps, and he's going to hold on to the ball a little bit too long. I'm hoping AP Ward is going to sit over there and say, this guy has a hitch in his throw. I'm going to pick me one. I'm going to pick me 2, and then I'm going to go sit down and take my shoulder pads off and let Walmack or whoever else play corner get some burn. The starters got to feel like they want to dominate the early part of the game so they can take them a break. And the guys in the back got to feel like I'm going to make somebody else's team next year or the year after that, or I'm going to have me some stats going into the Super Bowl. And that's what I feel like is still at stake this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I second that, man. I definitely think they're going to force feed if Debo plays. I will hope he is looking forward to getting to that 1,000 mark. Just like the rest of the fellas on the team. So I'm pretty sure they're going to force him the ball, just like they did with Christian. They forced him to get those touchdowns. Those forced him to get those yards. So I don't see him not doing it for Debo. Other than that, I expect a hell of a lot of running from Mason and Elijah most of the game. And what's the other quarterback we got? Sam. Yeah, he might throw it down. He might throw it down the field a couple times, but I'm mostly looking for a hell of a lot of running and getting Debo off early, get him to the side, and then kind of just run the ball, let the young guys kind of get a feel of the field after that.
Yeah, I take the over under. We run the toss crack 10 times or more this weekend. I take the over. Or the toss ISO. I'm sure we run that 10 times this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I hope Elijah goes off, man.
Hey, he should, man.
He got his first touchdown last week. He carried like 84 yards. I was in the stands going crazy for my boy. So,
oh, yeah. I wanted him on the side, but he showed up, though. So, hey.
Elijah showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully the biggest thing for me in terms of expectations is staying healthy. Like, please, get out of here healthy. Even the backup don't get like there's nothing. happens. Like even on them toss cracks, the wide receivers getting ran up on the back of their leg, any of that kind of stuff. Just want to get out of here super healthy. Of course,
Right.
with a dub and healthy as hell. So yeah, you know what I mean? Just being healthy, getting out of there healthy, and obviously a dub, so we can finish the year with 13. But what are you guys' expectations in the comments? Put your expectations in the comments. You can drop your score predictions. Do we even need to do a score prediction or what?
We can. We got to do it every game. So this game ain't no different. Like Nar said, this game it ain't no different. It's people still playing for
People
checks.
still betting.
They
Prize Picks still got to make
so.
money. I mean, listen, listen. People still betting on these games. Prize Pick is still gonna be generating funds on this game. Vegas don't stop because it's a preseason game or a game we think preseason. You can say Niners by $1 billion or whatever. Listen.
$5 billion.
Listen, I'll go first. I'm going with a low score, not a low scoring game. I'm still thinking we got to put up 24 points to win this game. I'm going 24-13, Niners. 24-13. Huh? I already said I think Sam Darnold has 2 touchdowns this weekend. So I'm going 24-13 is my final score for this weekend. Niners with the victory. Niners covering the spread as well.
All right, I'll go. I think it's gonna definitely be a low game, low scoring game. So I'm gonna go 17 Niners, 10 Rams. 17-10.
Okay, 17-10. All right.
Brooklyn, what up, baby?
I see 21-14. Okay. What you got, Ferg? What you saying? 27-10. Okay. All right.
You
don't think Sam can move the ball at all? That's too close for my liking. 28-21, Pam. That's too close for my liking, girl. Golly.
I would love this scenario.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. 17-16.
17-6.
My little fingernails off.
Wait, we depended on Moody? We can't depend on Moody. Ain't no way. Cut that out. Cut that out.
So listen. You know what's crazy is so you got all the Brock haters, right? And you got all the people who say it's Kyle Shanahan, it's the system, and that if you replace Brock with whoever / put Sam Darnold in there, that you would not see a drop-off at all. This is that game that's going to show you will see a drop-off. I do not think Sam plays good. I think we struggle mightily, but at the end of the day, it's the backups versus the backups. So it's not. But I think the point is proven this Sunday that it's not the system and that it's not Kyle. That Brock is the real deal, and you just can't take Brock off the field and not lose momentum, the play ability, and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's still Niners by $1 billion. But I do think Sam throws 2 interceptions or something.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have you have to go to therapy or church together because your way of thinking, boy, you are Debbie Downer, negative Nancy. You need to go somewhere and repent. My goodness.
Listen.
I get out the park and start drinking immediately when I fool with you.
I can't take 2 interceptions, man. I'm gonna throw something at the TV. I can't do that, bro. I don't see that happening.
Doesn't matter. I'll break the phone. Look at my shit.
I can't see through that.
But look, if you're a Brock guy and you want to show like our quarterback is the real deal, you kind of are hoping for Sam to have a back end because it elevates Brock. I mean, this is a totally different discussion, and we at the end of the show. But bro, we could talk about this. this is a game we don't need. So you kind of do want to root against Sam, so that it elevates Brock. It shows Brock is the real deal. It's not the system. It's not Kyle Shanahan. Blah 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 blah.
But at the same time, you still got guys fighting for jobs next year. After that, fighting for contracts. So they're gonna play.
Yeah, but
Whether
I'm
it's
just talking
first
about
screen,
fans.
second screen.
I'm
They're gonna
talking
play.
about
Listen, I've compared Brock's numbers, the way he looks, to Jimmy, Mullins, Bethel, Trey, Brad Allen, Sam Donald, anybody throwing this football for us. I don't want to see none of them. I don't want to see, and I don't need for him to play bad for me to feel that Brock is a better quarterback than Sam Donald. I don't care how he plays. I don't care. He can throw for 7 touchdowns. We're not going to have a quarterback controversy in the first round of the playoffs. I don't care what he does.
Mm-hmm.
I need him to play well because I need the victory way more than I need to see him play ball. Not doing that.
All right.
Thank you, Tam.
All right.
Thank you, Miss Farrell. I don't know what these guys talking about, but Brad gonna start me to drinking. It's only Thursday. Shoot.
Yo.
All right, what we gonna be at Sunday? What we gonna be at Sunday, Nard? Tell the people where we gonna be at.
Listen,
We're gonna be. Let me take it.
Go ahead, man. Hey, man, you got first of all back up from that microphone if you're gonna take it because you've been distorted when you get close. So go ahead. If you're gonna drop the drop. Go ahead and do the drop like a radio DJ, baby.
Nah, I mean you can maybe do the drop. I don't know, but all my Atlanta Empire Charlotte people, I need to see y'all out there. I want to feel the love. Everybody know I got some stuff going on with my pops. My pops was placed in the hospice care like 2 days before Christmas. So I just want to feel my family, my Nana Empire Charlotte family come out, even though it's a game we don't need. Just come out, have a drink, let's chill, let's vibe, let's do what we do, have some fun as we get ready for the playoffs. But come out. Plus, I got a bunch of y'all hoodies. So you gotta come see me. I got y'all hoodies. Come see your boy. Come pick up your hoodie. But go ahead. You can drop. You can do your radio drop. No.
Listen, we got merch galore. Like we got jerseys. We're doing a $5 raffle for jersey sale for every $50 that the raffle makes. You win.
But you gotta be there. You gotta be there.
Yeah, you gotta be there. You pay $5. Put your $5 gets you 1 ticket. $10 gets you. $20 gets you 5 tickets. $50 gets you 15 tickets. So that betters your chance on being able to win a jersey. And for every $50 that's spent in the raffle, you get a chance to come pick any jersey you want, from Debo to Bosa to Brock Purdy, whatever size. We also have gifts if you want to pick up jerseys for other fan bases, Pittsburgh Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins. You have a chance to pick up jerseys on that. Secondly, we have about 15 gifts that we want to give away. We went out this weekend. We got T-shirts that we need to finish giving out. We got koozies for beers. We have whistles that we're giving out. We just got a ton of stuff being the final finale game of the regular season. We want to make sure we spread the love to all the 49er fans so everybody has an opportunity, a chance to win this weekend. We'll differentiate the tickets where blue tickets will be for the jerseys, red tickets will be for free giveaways. So come out. You got to be present to win. We look forward to seeing you all. We have hellified drink specials this weekend. We're going to start at DJ KO will get there at 2:00, even though we don't play until 4:30. He'll be there at 2:00. He'll play all the way through into the night game, get ready to start at 8:00. True day party experience. You were there last week. We didn't think we had many people there, but last week was a freaking vibe. New Year's Day was a freaking vibe. So we look forward to everybody coming out. Bring your whistles. We're gonna make so much noise. We're gonna turn South End into a party. We're gonna do a block party outside. Bring your whistles. Food there. Kid friendly. Just have a good time. Again, Panthers play at 1. They'll be here in Charlotte, so go ahead and make sure you make the arrangements for parking. Last time the Panthers played at home, they didn't have many people there. Tickets was as low as 45 cents. Tickets are still low. You've never been to an NFL game before. It's not the Niners, but you have opportunity to go to a Panthers game. You know, the tickets are low. I've seen them as low as $13 this weekend. So if you want to take the family on a, you probably get 4 tickets for, you know, less than $100, you know. So
and maybe get a drink thrown on you by the owner.
yeah, and then, you know, after you finish, you just walk on down the slingshot and start enjoying the 4 o'clock game. Maybe there'll be a blowout at halftime, and you can start coming a little early. But I'll be in full effect rooting for the Panthers this weekend. So let's go Panthers. What they say, keep pounding, keep fucking pounding. So that's my drop for this weekend. But we'll see y'all at slingshot, man. Let's get it in. Anybody else?
Nah,
that's about it. I think you summed it up, man. You summed it up, man. Look, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at Slingshot. Your boy, the next celebrity P will be in the house with the whistle game, baby. Hey, don't get too close to me. I'm doing autographs, I'm doing pictures and all that early. So if you want a picture, you want an autograph, get there early.
Oh my goodness. Celebrity P. Celebrity P. I done seen it all. It's always light-skinned guy want to be David Ruffin.
Hey, look, hold on. Last story of the night. This guy right here, Monty. You've seen him on the show before.
Oh yeah.
This dude is a fool.
Monty.
What's up, man?
You gotta watch the disclaimers that we give out with the whistles. The disclaimer is we are not responsible for you getting kicked out the game, you blowing it in the stadium. My man Monty is in DC Stadium blowing the whistle when we score a touchdown.
Oh my God!
He bringing it to Levi. They gonna kick your ass out. I know you get DC.
You said he don't get kicked out. Okay. Hey, this gonna be a part 2, Monty. This gonna be a part 2.
Go drop. We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. 1 minute. Pierre, go and drop the disclaimer one time. Go and give the disclaimer.
Hey, Monty, and everybody else. I told you once. I'm gonna tell you twice. Do not take this little motherfucker right here in that stadium and blow it. Monty, you're gonna get kicked out sooner or later. And you're gonna come on the show with like, man, you was right. Don't take this, don't take it in the stadium and blow it. Have fun at the tailgates, have fun at the watch parties with it. Like, it's a game changer at the tailgates and the watch parties, but don't take it in the stadium.
Listen, this $7 whistle, when we split it on sale, is $5. It's not worth your $200-$300 club level seat. Do not be standing on the side of the road directing traffic with this $7 whistle because you got your dumb ass kicked out. We ask you, please, pre-party, after party, showing other fans how to get the hell home and leave the parking lot, showing 49er fans where we're partying at. That's what this whistle is for. Do not blow it in celebration in the middle of a stadium anywhere in the 50 states, because you will be seeing your ass at home. I promise you.
All right. With that being said, what you got?
What's up, nephew? What's up, nephew?
Bang bang.
Not a game, baby.
We out, man. Appreciate it.
out.